Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to this episode of Jim's 5am Club. What I'd love to do this morning is go through another book, and today's book that we're going to step through is entitled How to Survive Your Childhood Now That You're an Adult. A Path to Authenticity and Awakening by an author named Ira Israel. And this book was published on the 10th of October 2017. So let's kick off this book and see what we can learn, and more importantly, what we can incorporate. So the first key lesson is all about understanding your childhood programming. Recognize the ways in which your childhood experiences and your unique upbringing has shaped your beliefs, your behaviors, and your pattern of thinking. Your worldview has been shaped by these things and the way you've been brought up, and the experiences, the unique experiences that you have enjoyed throughout your life. And we gain insight into the ways in which your past influences your present. So the author then goes on to talk about practicing self-compassion, and to cultivate self-compassion by acknowledging and validating your experiences, feelings, and struggles. You need to treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when confronting difficult emotions and challenges. And once again, to remind ourselves that we are all different from each other, so that we can be different for each other. We've all had a different past. We're all going to experience a different present. I am here, you're somewhere else, and we're all going to experience a different future. And for that reason, we need to embrace vulnerability as a path to authenticity and connection with others. Allow ourselves to be open and honest about our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, even if it feels uncomfortable and scary. The author goes on to talk about another topic which is quite powerful as well, and we need to release shame and guilt. We need to let go of the shame and guilt associated with past experiences and mistakes, and recognize that you are not defined by your past actions or circumstances, and that forgiveness, both of yourself and others, is essential for healing. The author goes on to talk about practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. We need to cultivate mindfulness, should I say, and self-awareness through practices such as meditation, praying, reflection, and introspection. Pay attention to your thoughts, your emotions, and your body sensations, and develop a deeper understanding of yourself is a key message coming from this author. Like in many other books that we read, we need to establish healthy boundaries wherever possible. Establishing healthy boundaries in your relationships and interactions with others is key, and we need to learn to assertively communicate our needs and limits and prioritise our own well-being and self-care. The author then goes on to talk about challenging limiting self-beliefs. As we said, we all grow up with our beliefs and issues and challenges, and the author here reminds us that wherever possible, we need to challenge them. Challenge the limiting beliefs and the narratives that no longer serve us. Replace negative self-talk and set self-limiting beliefs with affirmations and empowering perspectives that support and complement and supplement our growth and well-being. The author also goes on to talk about seeking support. Reach out for support from friends, family members, or mental health professionals as needed, and surround ourselves with people who validate and support us on our journey towards healing and authenticity. The next key point to come from this author is the practice of forgiveness. Practice forgiveness as a means of releasing resentment, anger, and bitterness. Let go of grudges and resentment towards others, recognizing that holding on to negative emotions only perpetuates your own suffering. And the last key point to come from this author is this whole concept of cultivating authenticity, where we're asked to embrace authenticity as a guiding principle in our lives. We need to honour our values, our desires, and our passions, and live in alignment with your true self. Embrace your uniqueness and express your authenticity in all areas of your life is one of the key messages that comes from this book as well. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of Jim's 5am Club. I'm in the Botanical Gardens here in Sydney on this beautiful morning, and it's so peaceful, so relaxing, so glorious to be here. It's just well constructed, and it's available to all. It's a public space. It opens in the morning, and there are lots of people here running to and fro and walking around and making the most of this most beautiful and majestic space here in the middle of Sydney. I just popped on the bus this morning, came into the city. It took me half an hour, but having arrived, I am extremely thankful that I made that decision. And what I'm doing is I'm putting together a few vlogs this morning to supplement my YouTube and TikTok channel with a number of books, and I'm focusing at the moment on a cluster of books which focus on effective parenting and child psychology and growth and development to help us all become better parents, better grandparents, and to understand ourselves just a little bit better. So wishing you all the best, and I look forward to coming to you again from another place with another message of empowerment, where we can join together in a journey and learn as much as we can. Yasas and bye for now.